Boss Greg Peters kicks Meg out of Netflix office as she offers a deal with Thomas Seen, Meg forgives father. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle signed a lucrative deal with Netflix soon after they moved to America and stepped down as working members of the royal family in 2020. However, the deal could be axed, according to a royal expert, once Season 6 of The Crown is released later this year. The Crown's popularity has coincided with growing interest in the younger generation of royals over the last few years, but there are fears that once the show is over, this curiosity will come to a halt. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have had hits and misses with Netflix. Harry's Heart of Invictus has struggled to reach the same amount of viewers and looks set to be considered an expensive flop for Netflix. Meghan's animated series Pearl was pulled by the streamer due to cutbacks. Harry and Meghan reportedly still have 2 years to produce content under their Netflix contract, but royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams believes it could end sooner. Fitzwilliams told The Express, "There's no doubt that the termination of their contract with Spotify was a blow for the Sussexes. I heard an inside source reveal that Meghan met with Netflix CEO Greg Peters in an effort to hold on to the contract that was about to be lost. She wants a fake reconciliation with Thomas Markle to be the plot of a new movie. But the boss of the streaming service doesn't have such a narrow vision. The topic of complaining about family and somehow reconciling is very old. They need new things in current strike." Meghan could easily appear magnanimous and get positive publicity by setting up a reconciliation. She could easily utilise her dad for positive publicity and keep him under control with just a little money and some access to the kids. Why make an enemy or leave a loose cannon when, with very little effort, you can turn that person into an asset for your brand? It just doesn't make sense to me. She could contact him, set boundaries and control the interactions and get good publicity out of it, as well as keeping him from putting out bad publicity. Leaving him out in the control means she can't control the narrative. Hopefully Thomas Markle has a bit of a spine and wouldn't agree to some kind of phony Netflix reunion. She's tried to get him to appear on their documentary for a Meg Forgives Dad scene, but he wants an actual private meeting without cameras. She used to manipulate him to get what she wanted, and he spoiled her rotten. She could easily manipulate him into compliance simply with access to family time, especially with the grandkids. She'd rather be a victim. For all her blathering about feminism, she sure loves being the damsel in distress, victim all the time. Lady C said that she was allegedly contacted by one of Harry's friends who was calling on behalf of Meghan. He said that Meghan hinted that the reason she was distancing herself from her father was because he'd apparently harassed her. She was questioned by some of Harry's friends about her father and his side of the family, and she made up that bogus story to justify her claims for icing him out of her life.